So let's be honest, a lot of us developers struggle with design, not because we can't code, but because we don't really know where to get ideas from. So in this video, I'll show you how I get high quality design without guessing or starting from a blank screen. And by the end of this video, you will know where to find modern design ideas, how to break them down, and how to turn them into real websites using any tech stack of your choice. So it can be Next.js, Astro, or whatever you prefer. With that being said, let's dive right into the video. Alright, so let's just say we want to build a gym website. So I'll just say gym website. So this can be any website you want to build. The first place I normally go is Framer. So I go to Framer Marketplace, or I also go to Web Flow Marketplace. And the reason why I go to these platforms, which are Framer and or Webflow, is because these platforms have modern production ready designs, and they are built for real businesses, not just for aesthetics. But I will stick to Framer for this video, but you can still feel free to explore Webflow. So basically what I do is that I will come right here and search for the templates that I want. So I will just say gym website, or let me just say gym landing page. So I didn't get any search results. What I'll just do is I'll just search for gym alone. So I'll just say gym. Then I will be given like a bunch of templates, so they can be paid or free. But that doesn't relate with us because we just need design ideas. We don't need any templates because we're not building with Framer. We can choose to like filter by pricing and all, but I'll suggest you leave it because you can preview both the paid version. So this one, for instance, so this one is paid, but I can preview it as well. Then I can also preview a free version as well. So that's what we actually need. And also I do check out Figma. So let me go to Figma. So I open Figma, then I go to the community and search for gym websites like so. So just what we did for Framer. So I do come here, but I don't come here as often as I do, unlike before. But once in a while, I do come and collect reference from various designs here. And also, the final one I still do is that I use Google. So I'll just say gym websites. But like I said, this is usually my last option because most of the time I will just be comfortable with what I have here. Another reason why I don't still rely on the website I search from Google is because most of them are usually outdated. So this first one now, let me see how it's going to look. So this one looks ugly in my opinion. This is even like an avenue for me to like redesign this website and maybe pitch it to this particular person, but you get the idea. So most times the websites you find from Google are usually outdated, so that's why I stick to the ones I get from Freema. And as you can pay attention, what I'm doing is that I'm not copying, I'm just collecting reference. So let me just say the first step here. So first step, I'll just say steps like this, and or let me just say processes. I think that makes more sense. So the first process will be research templates, which was what I just showed you. So I think I'll have to make this guy smaller, like way smaller, and I hope you can see this. Then the other step is I'll call this one pick, let me say pick one strong direction, or just focus on one. So what I do next is that I go through most of all these templates. So in this case now, this is a tutorial. I might not go through everything. So let me just go through. Okay, from right out of the bat, I really like this one. So I'll click on it. Then I will preview it. I'll go back and let me just open like 3 or 2. So I really like this one as well. So I'll click on it, preview. Then I'll go back as well. And let's pick one more. I think those are just the gym websites. These other ones are different templates. So the gym website here are not much, but with all these one, I think it's even okay. So let's do this one. So preview. Yeah. Can go back. So I think we just select between this one, like so, this one, and this one. Personally, for me, there's a video coming out very soon. I think it should be after this one, where I show you how to build a gym website. And I use this template as reference. So I made some customization myself, but this template was what I used. So the link to the video, in case if you're watching this in the future, will be showing in the card right now. But that being said, I really like this one. So I'll go with this, but that doesn't mean I might not reference this. So this is my main focus now. So this is what I am primarily working with, but I will still be referencing this from time to time. Okay, so this one is our point of focus. And this is very, very important. So you can see that I didn't open like 10 different websites or 10 different designs. I just opened like 3. Sometimes I just do like 5. Then out of the 5, I pick one as my main direction. And this helps saves time because it keeps the design system consistent. So once I'm clear on the design direction, I immediately now set up the project. So the project can either be in Next.js, Astro, or any stack that I want to use. It just basically depends on the complexity of what I'm building. So I will just call this next step, say set up the project like so, and this will be step 3. So this is where you now bring in your programming skills. So if you know React, Vue, whatever framework or tech stack you are using, this is the process where you manually set it up. So you create your project using whatever stack. Then after that, what I do is that if I'm the one building a project, I don't like use the exact content verbatim. So this is where I now use AI. So basically, if I'm working with a client, I will communicate with that client and ask if they have any content they need on the website. But if they don't have, this is where I will ask questions about the kind of services they do when they open. Like I will just collect information. Then I take those information and I give it to an LLM to help me generate like an ad copy for different sections. So these sections can comprise of the hero section, the pricing section, the contact section, about section, and so on. And basically, I'm just using this as a starting point because I will be refining it because I will always edit and refine it as I build on the project. So in this case, I don't want to use this exact copy. So what I do most times is that I will say, let me zoom out a bit and take a screenshot of this page right here. So after taking the screenshot, what I do is that I go to the LLM that I use. So you can use ChatGPT, you can use Claude. What I use is T3Chat. And T3Chat is just like a toolbox that has all the LLMs you can ever think of. So if I click on this right now, you can see the different models right here. So we have Gemini 2.5 Flash, we have Gemini 2.5 Pro, and I'm using the Pro model. So in order to really get the benefit of this, I'll urge you use the Pro model. I don't know if there's a referral link. I will check. If there's a referral link, I will leave that in the description. But that being said, what I do is that I will come here and I will attach the screenshot that I took. Then I'll say I'm using GPT-5. I think that will work. So I'll say, please, I am working on in this case now let me personalize it. So I'll say I'm working on my gym website and I attached an image, but what I want you to do for me is that I want you to help me create a different brand. So this will be brand name and different copy. So let me just see different ad copies, stroke headline for the nav, so header section and the hero section. Don't write any code yet. So I think this will work. So I'll just send it and let's see what it comes up with. All right, so what it gave me now is that it gave me different options to choose. So there's one called Apex Motion. So the tone is light. There's so push beyond limit, scrub to your peak. So I think this one was your trusted personal trainer. Okay, so this is where I will like select the one I need. So this one ain't bad though. So forge by sticks, personal tough love, elevate athletics. You get the gist. So this is where I come and generate an ad copy for different sections. So you can see that I specifically screenshotted like this hero section. But most times another process or another way I do it, there's no one direction to this. So just keep that in mind. I don't want you to think there's only one way to approach this. So most times what I do is that I will take a screenshot of the entire page so that it's going to generate a different ad copy for me. I don't know if that makes sense. So that's another thing I do. So basically I will do that for each of the section. Then once I have the ad copy of what I want, then I will go to the next step, which is now building. So say build section by section. I think this is what I'll call it. This is why I will now need to come into VS Code or whatever code editor you use. But in my case, I use VS Code and start like writing this code by hand. But we're in 2026, and I really believe that if you know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, or if you've built any project pre-AI, you shouldn't be doing most things by hand anymore, because I genuinely think it's a waste of time. You should just use it like an assistant, so you make corrections if there's any, but you shouldn't do everything by hand anymore. So I will still use that same screenshot. So I will come here like so, and let's just say we're going with this one now, with this first one, like so. Okay, then I'll open a new tab. So say shift, I think it's Control Shift O. We'll open a new tab here. So I'll paste in the screenshot again, and this time I'll say, please, I want you to help me build out this. This is where good prompting comes in place, and the only way you can prompt properly is when you understand whatever tech stack or whatever tool you're using to build the application. That is the only way you can prompt correctly. So in this context now, I want to build out the header section and the hero section, and I'll be using Next.js in this context. So I'll just say, please, I want you to help me build out this header section and hero section using Next.js, Tailwind, and Shard CN. The website should be responsive for mobile because most of the users will be from mobile. And please, what I want you to do is to help me keep them in a separate file. So the header.tsx file will be in the layout file. And the reason why I know that it's going to be in the layout file because I understand the structure of Next.js. That's why I'm saying all this. So this is why I said understanding the tool that you use will help you to prompt better. And the hero.cxs file should be inside a sections folder. Thank you and good luck. Before I push send this, I'll also say I also have the content that you will be using, so don't use the content from the screenshots. Use the one that I just pasted. So I'm going to like paste it right here and click on go. So I'm not going to test out this code, so I don't want to spin up your next project now. Like I said, after you've gotten the design and you know the tech stack you're using, just quickly spin up your project, and what you likely do is to copy and paste. So I guess it did that. So header, yes, component section. So this is what it got wrong. In my case now, I need these sections right here to be outside the app folder. So I don't even want it to be inside. So I'm working on my agency website. So I think I'm going to like use this one as reference. So currently now, if I close the app, you'll see I have a sections right here. So this one just have to do with different sections. Then this app is only responsible for pages. So anything that has to do with page.tsx. So that's what I want here. And this is the mistake you made, but I'm not going to tell you to correct it because I know how I'm going to like structure it on my own end. But aside from that, I think you even did this wrong, creating a layout for header. I think this is even wrong. But like I said, you need to go through what an LLM is giving to you. Or maybe it was me that I didn't prompt it well. Maybe that will be from my own end as well. But it's fine. So this was what it came up with, and this code is really correct. I think it usually adds this weird shadow and linear gradient stuff, but this works. So, and it actually used the content we gave it to use. So start your asset. I know Then the app folder, we have that okay, this one is correct, and this is correct as well. And yeah, this one is also correct. And it's also letting us know that we have to like install the button component from Shazia. Yeah, and basically that's how I do it. And another thing I do is that this is why I use another service called Dribble. So I don't know if you know Dribble. What I do is that since I'm working with this, I will then come here. But this really happens just if I'm not really comfortable with this structure. I'll just say hero section for gym website, just something similar like so, and it's going to like show me references of just the hero sections. Yeah, so you can see different hero sections of different gym websites. So you can see all this one. So you can choose that. Okay, you see we have like a 2 column right here, and right here also have know why this is taking forever to open. Also have like a 2 layout as well here. So you can choose to like reference each of them from time to time. So you can choose to reference all these ones and just make changes. So you can do this for the hero section, about section, and stuff like that. So at this point, all what I basically do after this is let me copy this down, and I'll see what I do is just to adjust, refine, and ship stuff. So this is basically the last thing I do. I just like tell an LLM to generate that section for me. I'll manually come and make little changes because I understand how it works. I understand how Tailwind works. I understand how React works. I understand how Shadowsyn works and stuff like that. So I make changes quickly. Then I move to the next section, and that's how I repeat the process. And basically, that's how I go from a design idea to a finished website quickly. And that this is the process I've used for majority of the clients that I've worked with and I've built projects for, especially the ones that don't have any design in mind. And by the way, this exact process is why I'm building my own template store. So I'll talk about this more in my next video, but I'm creating like a template store and this needs more work. Like I said, I did this like a couple of minutes before recording this video, so I'm going to spend more time to like make this much more better. So instead of starting from scratch every time, you can start with a solid foundation of different templates. And I promise you, this templates on this platform is going to be different from the ones you see on website like ThemeForest, even on Framer, Webflow, and stuff like that, because this will be tailored differently. So if you're a web developer, the way you're going to install it and use it will be different for your own niche. Then if you are a business that wants a template without needing too many back and forth conversation, this is for you as well. I've not pushed anyone yet, but I have one that I've worked on for some time now. I will leave a link to that, and I've also did a video on how I built that as well. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description. Alright guys, so that's the size of the video. Do well to like, share, and subscribe if you found the video helpful, and also leave your questions in the comment section. See you on the next one.